Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks, SIA, for giving me this opportunity. Representatives from space industries, ladies and gentlemen, development of digital public infrastructure stack is one of the significant achievement of the present government. It includes various important portals, including Aadhaar, UPI, government e-marketplace, popularly known as GeM. This DPI stack has enabled delivery of public services efficiently. It has enabled financial and social inclusion of crores of citizens. The objective of Government of India to set up government e-marketplace was to transform the public procurement space of this country. The legacy system had many issues, lot of manual interventions. Just to give you a background, the sellers, there were multiple e-procurement portals. Sellers used to required to register themselves with various portals, various organizations. Each organization has its own registration and approval processes. So for a small seller, it was difficult to get the government procurement access. Similarly, there were issues from buyer sides. As you may be aware, the public procurement requires compliances with a lot of rules and regulations issued from Ministry of Finance, Ministry of MSME, DPIT, MIT. For a buyer, government buyer, it was difficult to remember and comply with all those guidelines. So that is how a GeM was constituted, which is a digital platform which provides end-to-end solution for public procurement. All guidelines which are issued from various ministries of Government of India are built in the platform. So whenever a buyer makes a procurement, he is assured that those compliances, rules and regulations are followed. Similarly, for sellers, there is just one national public procurement portal. He needs to go to that portal and the entire information about procurement of goods and services is available there. The government e-marketplace has three underlying themes: inclusiveness, transparency, and efficiency. The main objective of the government was to bring in more and more inclusiveness in this platform. All marginalized sellers should get access to government procurement. GeM has collaborated with various ministries to onboard our marginalized sellers like self-help groups, artisans, craftsmen. Special outlet stores have been opened on the GeM website. If you go to the GeM portal, you would see there are 8 outlet stores for various items. For example, Saras collections or Khadi collection, handloom collection, bamboo products, startup runway, a special outlet for women entrepreneurs. The idea is to facilitate giving business to this segment of the society. As far as transparency is concerned, all bids published on GeM and all contracts issued on GeM are available in public domain. Anyone can see any bid or any contract without login. So this is adding to the transparency. If a prospective bidder feels that a particular bid is biased towards a particular OEM, he can submit a representation. Similarly, if a bidder is disqualified and he feels that disqualification is not justified, there is a window to submit the representation and the buyer will have to respond. Otherwise, he will not be able to go ahead. The procurement is so efficient that you can create a bid document and publish within 30 minutes. You can open the bid in 10 days normally, but if there is an urgency, you can open the bid in 3 days. During COVID times, thousands of bids were opened in 3 days and the delivery was done within 7 days. It was found to be very, very useful. There were issues about acceptance of material by the consignee. The seller will deliver, but the consignee would delay the acceptance. We have made it on automatic way. If a consignee does not accept or reject the goods within 10 days, the system issues the acceptance report. The one issue which is really serious and sellers are concerned is about the delay of payments. A suitable OM has been issued by Ministry of Finance, and hopefully this will be implemented on GeM. If the payment is delayed, the buyer will have to pay interest at the rate of 1% per month. You can appreciate that in any government organization, if the official has to pay the interest, it would be quite serious. So hopefully the discipline would come in the government procurement and the payments would not be delayed. We have about more than 11,000 categories of items, goods, and more than 300 services. So all common use goods and services which are normally required by any government organization are available on GeM platform. Many things which would have been difficult maybe 3-4 years back, for example, digitization of land records or preparation of 2D, 3D maps for infrastructural planning, all these are now feasible by hiring the suitable services on GeM. And large number of central and state government organizations are hiring these services for infrastructural planning. We are in the process of developing a new portal which would go live by the end of this year. If any of you as a buyer or seller is using the existing GeM portal and you feel that there are certain issues and there are areas of improvement, I would request that those feedbacks should be conveyed to us so that when we develop the new portal, those things can be taken care of. Since GeM has been in existence for 8 years, just to give you an indication at what scale GeM is operating, around 15,000 contracts are issued on GeM every day. The average procurement is about 15,000 crores every day. So you can imagine at what scale GeM is operating. We are sitting on a mountain of data since it has been in use for last 8 years. We are using the AI and ML to analyze this data, to understand what are the behavioral patterns of buyer and sellers. We are using this data to formulate the policies, to provide the useful inputs to Ministry of Finance or various other ministries to help them frame the policies. So the large number of good things are happening. Since there is a shortage of time, I will not elaborate, but whenever I get the opportunity, I will give you in detail what is the future plans of GeM. If there are any questions, I am available. Thank you very much.